Hi, this is homework for problem 12. So we set up three EC2 instances. This will run as our Kafka nodes. So we open up the ports that are being used by Kafka and by Zookeeper. So how do we set up our Kafka cluster and the configuration of the nodes? So these are the configuration in our server.properties for our broker 1. So these are all the configuration right here, and it will use the Zookeeper hostname that we set up in each of these machines or nodes. So this is the configuration of the nodes or the EC2 host. So the most significant lines here are this. So this will serve as our mini DNS, something like that. So we use this IP address. These are public IP addresses by our EC2 instance right here. So just an example for this node 1. So we have it. It corresponds to this IP address, public IP address. So since this was already defined, so the Zookeeper connects to this through a port 2181. These are the 3 nodes, and then we have our Kafka logs are being saved right here. And the most significant here is the broker ID should be 0. So this is for the first node, and then for the second node the broker ID is 1. So we just have the same configurations in this in the Zookeeper part right here. And then for our third node, let's name this broker 2. So this is broker 2, and then right here. So this is broker 2, and then just the same configuration mostly on just on this configuration file. So now let's check on our Kafka configuration. So we check on our first node. So what we have here is this. The data directory is in here, client port, and then the server is set up like this. The first node for the first node, for the second node, and third node. So let's also check on our second node for the configuration of the Zookeeper properties file. The difference is we set up the server 1 to point to all interfaces, to bind to all interfaces in this for the node for the second node. So and for the third node, so right here we set up the Zookeeper on our third node. We just call it because we started from 0, so we call this our third node. Okay. So now let's also check on our data directory. Let's close all of this. So we have the my ID here. This is set to 0, and then this one set to 1 right here. And this is set to 2. Oops. So now I think we already checked all our configurations. Now let's start our Zookeeper server. And let's observe what's going to happen. So we use this to run our application. This is for, let's see, let's go to the log directory. Because the output of the Zookeeper goes right here. So let's run our Zookeeper application for node 0 and then let's see. Something's wrong. So our two servers started. Let's try to start this again. Okay, so our third node started, so we can see that in this so we have the followers, so it is responding to our server, to the other nodes in the server.